If you go on any Xbox channel, if you visit any Xbox page, you would see the Xbox community doing this. But you might be asking why? Why are the Xbox? Why are the Xbox community? Why are we so happy? Well, I mean, we just got Flight Simulator, arguably one of the best looking games this year, second only to Hellblade 2. We also got another banger, which is Stalker 2, that just, a couple weeks ago we were playing that. Of course, the plethora of games coming to Game Pass, not just indie throwaways, but good indie games. In addition to that, we had, big games coming to Game Pass as well. And now there is another game, another banger that dropped on Game Pass. And guess what? It is not only the Xbox community saying that this game is good. The majority of the critics are saying this game is phenomenal. Now on the other side, which is the PlayStation side, these guys have no first-party games to play. When you look at the list of the games that they are playing, they are all multiplats. I mean, every single game that these guys are playing on their platform are multiplats. Let your mind wrap around that. These are the guys who say that their titles are some of the best, but yet they are not even ranking on the most played games for the PlayStation 5. So much so that even some big time pony YouTubers have quit gaming. And a matter of fact, we know Dreamcast guy would have picked up professional wrestling. Right now, he no longer goes by Dreamcast guy. He goes by cocaine.
Add the H back in. No counter.
Oh, he's out of it. Big throat thrust by cocaine. He's reaching for something.
Cocaine has
He's got a baggie. It's an 8-ball. He's got an 8-ball. And cocaine goes crazy.
Cocaine is fired up, brother! Coke slam to the depths of hell!
Cocaine slam, man, to the depths of hell. These guys are doing good in wrestling. Today, however, we are going to talk about how, the PlayStation community just killed another game that was exclusive to their platform. I mean, it's sad. I mean, at this point, I have pointed out so many times how the PlayStation community have been hypocrites for saying that they buy games. This is another way we can prove that they don't even buy games, they don't even play free-to-play games. We will see the evidence that will point to that. And we will also see how, as an Xbox player, you will be getting the creme de la creme when it comes to gaming, because this game that just came to Game Pass has reviewed wonderfully. So you know what? Let's get it!
This is a sickness!
Let's get it! So before we continue the video, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. No doubt it would help the channel out to our goal to 4,000 subscribers. So if this type of content interests you, we are talking about Xbox news, we are talking about some Nintendo news, and of course the Sony Pony salt. Please consider hitting that subscribe button today. Now let's get back to the video. This year alone, Sony would have closed down Firewalk Studio because of Concord, simply because the ponies who capped for the game did not play it, they did not buy it. In addition to Concord, we know that Square Enix went from bringing their games exclusive to PlayStation to never wanting to bring any game exclusive again because the Sony fans did not buy Final Fantasy in droves. These guys capped Final Fantasy for so long. But guess what? The sales did not meet expectations based on what Square Enix said. So there's a number of things that Sony would have basically make worse because of their exclusivity when it comes to, that particular game. Well, it appears that it's happening with another game. There's another game that Square Enix, that Sony would have asked Square Enix to keep exclusive to the PlayStation, and that is Foam Stars. When Foam Stars came out, a number of ponies were capping for it, saying that Foam Stars was better than Starfield, was better than Redfall. Yes, they were saying Foam Stars was basically a game of the year. That is what these ponies were saying, as you could clearly see in these tweets. Well, it just so happened that just this news recently came out about Foam Stars. Look at this.
Failed party shooter Foam Stars is ending, but getting a better death than Concord. Square Enix will abandon the game but keep the servers on. Foam Stars was Final Fantasy maker Square Enix's attempt at a live service party game. The shooter took some inspiration from Splatoon but had its own twist on goo-based arena combat. Unfortunately, the finished game struggled to find an audience. Like Sony's failed hero shooter Concord, it's now being abandoned. Unlike that game, however, Square Enix will keep the lights on so fans can keep playing if they want. Foam Stars Party Goes On season will go live on December 13th and run through January 17, 2025. After that, season updates for Foam Stars will be coming to an end, according to a new blog post by the game's operations team. While this means there will be no further seasons, the game's servers will remain online, and there will be some in-game, Foam Stars Cup, competitions that continue after that point. Furthermore, to ensure that new players can fully enjoy Foam Stars, previous season passes will be made available again, the post reads. Players can switch between season passes at any time to proceed along the season pass track of your choice and obtain items from past seasons. This will make it possible for players to obtain all the items from each season. Foam Stars, which revolves around augmenting battlefields with color-coded, elevation-changing foam and chilling your enemies, released to little fanfare back in February. Despite debuting as a free PS Plus game, the otherwise $30 live service shooter missed the 2-week honeymoon period multiplayer games tend to get on console, and never managed to recover. Foam Stars went free to play in October, but that doesn't seem to have moved the needle much. It probably didn't help that the game was a PS4 and PS5 exclusive and unavailable on Xbox and PC. Following disappointing sales for both Final Fantasy XVI and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Square Enix has stated it will move back to a multi-platform strategy, potentially looking at more day one releases on both Steam and the Nintendo Switch.
So it's very sad that Foam Stars had to suffer the same fate as Concord, and the same fate as the other games that Sony would have destroyed Sony and their fans. Now, it just goes to show that, most of what these guys are saying, it's cap. These guys don't buy their own exclusive games. That's a proven fact at this point. So let me hear what you think about Foam Stars saying goodbye. No more foams, no more suds, just death. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comment sections below. Now let's talk about Indiana Jones. Yes, Indy himself. Indiana Jones, the character that Tomb Raider would have taken elements from, the character that Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series would have taken from. Yes, the OG for Indiana Jones. This game, when it was announced, everyone was skeptical that, this game being in third person was a bad idea. This game being made by a Bethesda studio, Machine Games, was a bad idea. And for the most part, the PlayStation community was hoping that this game failed. I mean, you guys should have heard these ponies talk bad about Indiana Jones.
I'm telling you. First person's just such an awkward. It probably feels better when you're playing, but I always feel like first person with attacks like that, it's so awkward because like your whole head has to move. Why is Indiana Jones breathing so heavy as well? He's breathing super heavy. He's just crouched behind something. The breathing is so triggering. What was that? It doesn't even look like it hits him. His stamina is it ends up looking like a VR game. It looks so shaky. Like everything he does, like his whole head's bouncing around. Like if he punches somebody, he swings something. It's so jarring.
Yes, that was Jimmy Neutron himself, being overly critical about Indiana Jones. He spoke about Indiana Jones being in first person. He spoke about Indiana Jones breathing. He spoke about Indiana Jones being shaky when he's in combat. He said it looks like a VR game. So very critical. Yes, these guys wanted Indiana Jones to fail. But it just so happened that it did the opposite to what these ponies wanted. Look at this.
Best, most singular adventures that I have played in recent years. If any, the Great Circle only serves to highlight what we've been missing out on for all these years. With its luxurious production values, smart pacing, strong stealth action, and expansive structure, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle shows that there's still plenty left for Lara Croft and Nathan Drake to learn about raiding tombs from the Master. We give Indiana Jones and the Great Circle 5 stars out of 5.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle nails nearly everything about the best parts of the storied franchise upon which it's based, from the title card and location fonts to Harrison Ford's finger waggle. But its successes go way beyond its faithfulness to the finer points of the films. With a host of gorgeous and lavishly detailed levels, satisfying combat hinged on jaw-breaking haymakers, and a focus on slow-paced exploration, platforming and puzzle solving, interspersed with a handful of high-voltage action scenes, The Great Circle is an irresistible and immersive global treasure hunt for indie fans who felt underserved by the likes of The Dial of Destiny and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Moreover, it sets itself apart from this decade's increasingly homogenized third-person action games by opting for a classic first-person perspective inspired by the likes of the Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. Its generally basic stealth systems, cracks will show. But when played as intended, The Great Circle immediately ranks amongst the best Indiana Jones games ever, and its story is closer to Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade than anything that's come after. Some pundits may claim it belongs in a museum, but museums are for dusty old relics you shouldn't ever touch. The Great Circle doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs on your hard drive, where you can play the heck out of it.
So yes, Indiana Jones did exceptionally well, getting 9s and 5 out of 5 throughout the board. Here is the list of reviews that he would have gotten by Cole Brill. He did a little summary there for us. Yes, Microsoft is really cooking with this one. So let me hear what you thought about Indiana Jones. We know that a lot of Sony fans don't like that it did well. On a matter of fact, Indie have something for all those who basically did not believe that this game would have done well. Hold on to this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.